right, we are up and live running. I'm DK Williams. I'm really just screwing around again. Hey, this is all new technology. You know, Christopher Columbus didn't know exactly where he was going, but he went, and stuff happened. So yeah, I'm looking at the backlighting. I have no idea what's happening. Let me see if I can make this a little larger. Oh yeah, that's horrible. Lighting is horrible, and the clear video camera quality is horrible. Let me see if I can turn some light. This might help. I don't know. Not really well. Let me see. Anyway, all right. This is what we have. So let's see. I went to the downtown Denver channel government cable access TV studio. Was very honored to do it. I've done two of the three recordings I'm going to do. The first two were back to back, and they involved two proposed sales tax increases for the city of Denver. They each would raise sales tax 1/4 of 1%, according to the official Blue Book published stuff. It's here somewhere. Um, 1/4 of 1% of a sales tax increase in Denver would be, they expected to be $40 million. The ballot measure, both of these are sponsored by Denver City Council members. They limit the administrative cost of each of these programs that will be set up if these sales tax increases are approved, shall be no more than 8% of the revenue raised. So at $40 million, which is what the official government people say should be raised by an 8% sales tax. I'm sorry, a 1/4 of a percentage point sales tax, but only 8% can be used for administrative costs, for the bureaucracy itself. That is limited to 8%, which is $3.2 million. So two separate municipal level governmental agencies would be increased or created at a cost of $3.2 million. One of which that can be voted on separately, and I oppose both of them. One of which would be to help the homeless. I'm all in favor of helping the homeless. And the other one would be to help stop global warming. I'm all in favor of saving the planet. Let's just say that. And so I oppose both of those. When they become available, when they become live, I will obviously let everyone know where they can find them. We'll go to the links. I'll post those. All right. So I'm just looking around at what's going on. I don't know if I can be heard. Let me get closer to the mic. If anyone is watching, let me know, because I'm trying to figure that out. But the beautiful thing is, this will be in the cloud in perpetuity, something I emphasize to youngsters. Once it goes on the internet, it is there forever. Even if you delete it, it's still there. Kind of like when government says they're going to destroy your DNA evidence. Yeah, yeah, they might destroy it, but it's still out there. It still exists. So the one ballot measure was for the sales tax to help the homeless, and there is nothing more regressive than a sales tax because it disproportionately affects those with less money that are buying stuff, right? And the tax does exempt certain things. Cool. If you're going to be in favor of taxing the poor people when you're trying to help the poor people, exempt a few things, food, right? But not McDonald's, not prepared food. Bread, milk, cool, that's exempted. Gas is exempted. So yeah, things are exempted good. But if a single mother wants to take her two kids or one or whatever to McDonald's, that's going to be taxed. If you want to go to a movie theater, if you want to buy toys, clothes, that's taxed. And so there's nothing more regressive than telling someone who you're trying to help, we're going to take some of your money to help you. And the 1/4% sales tax means 1 penny for every $4 spent. And there's nothing more white privileged than some progressive Caucasian saying, it's only pennies. We gotta do this. It's only pennies. But when all you have is pennies, when all you have is $4 and what you need to buy costs $4, this tax means you cannot buy it. And if they both pass, if both 1/4% sales taxes increase here in the city of Denver, then it goes from 1 penny every $4 to 1 penny for every $2. And y'all have seen, everyone has seen somebody at the counter, they put down their money on the table. They're counting it out. They're on the counter. Do I have enough for this? And for every $2 of something they want, it's going to cost them a penny that they might not have. And what if they want to buy stuff that's $6.72 or $7.12? It is real money, and it negatively affects the people they are pretending to help. And then on the whole global warming thing, like I said, I wasn't going to make any comments whatsoever about global warming in regards to how the predictions, some of the predictions, I'm going to be as fair as I can, how some of the predictions have been completely wrong, that some of the models have been completely wrong. I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying some of them. And you can look at them yourself. How there's not a wall around Manhattan, how Houston's not underground, et cetera, underwater, as had been predicted by the people, by some people. But Denver is not going to solve that. Denver's not going to make a dent in it. Even if you think the issue is existential, like some politicians say it is, if we don't do something right now, we're all going to die. Even if you believe that, Denver's not going to do a thing about it. I can drive to the coast of North Carolina, where I know some people, bring a Dixie cup, take out some water, and take it with me. Okay, I've lowered the sea level, but not by an appreciable amount. And Denver isn't going to do anything appreciable. Denver can't affect the world. Denver's not even like an industrial town. We're not Pittsburgh with steel mills. So whatever Denver can do is going to have no effect on China, on India, on Europe, on South America, wherever. None. But it will create a $3.2 million municipal bureaucracy where lots of people are going to get paid over $100,000 at the expense of the poor and oppressed communities that the language of this sales tax for global warming actually says we're trying to help. You're going to tax them for this. Of course you are. And you're going to create a $3.2 million municipal bureaucracy with government officials getting paid, going home in their nice cars. It kills me. It just kills me. People say libertarians don't care about the poor. We're not trying to tax the poor. Progressives are trying to tax the poor. The Denver City Council is trying to tax the poor and the homeless so they can help them in ways that aren't going to help, but will create a $3.2 million municipal bureaucracy with people making over $100,000 to oversee this. So when these come out, and the other, there's another person there, and I will say that one of the council members I found more reasonable than the other one, which is fine. You know, I'm sure a lot of people don't find me reasonable. Whatever. I'll soldier on best I can. And one of them was a little more. I'm trying to think of a polite word. Um, One was more reasonable than the other. Let's just say that. And I'll talk more about that when it becomes an issue, when it comes out. And I'll kind of go over what my basic notes were and what they said. But for now, I will mention that because of this COVID-19 situation, I'll just say that the people on camera, it was the two debaters, it was me and one other person in each one of these, and then the moderator. We were all socially distanced. It was set up so we were 6 feet apart. Okay, we had to wear a mask in. Okay, and then when we started, even though we're 6 feet away from everyone, we're 6 feet away from the camera people, from all the people that are making it happen, and the people that are in front of the camera. We had to start with our masks on, and then when we were introduced, we could take them off. We could take them off because we needed to show everyone that we had a mask on, even though it was doing nothing. Even though the World Health Organization and the Centers for Disease Control say if you're socially distanced, you don't need a mask. They literally wanted us to have it on when it started for theater. It was literal theater because we're being recorded for a show. And the mask did nothing. Nothing. Not according to the Centers for Disease Control or the World Health Organization. And I've read these documents. It's a whole other issue. If you have an opinion on a document, read it. If you have an opinion on a Supreme Court opinion or Supreme Court case, right? They call them opinions. You can have an opinion on an opinion. If you have such a thing, read it. Not much to ask. And I think I'm going to do something on the Paris Accords because reading them is important, and the misrepresentations you see from people that either haven't read it or are misrepresenting it, one or the other. Read it. Don't trust other people on what these things say. So I've read these ballot initiatives. I talked about them. I oppose regressive sales taxes. I oppose a lot of taxes, but especially regressive sales taxes that are nominally supposed to help the people that you're taxing. There's a better way to do that. And I'll get more into some of the specifics. I'll probably do a different one of these short things on the one for the homeless and then one for global warming. My God, Denver can't do a thing about global warming. And hopefully I've made that point in the video that will be on the Denver Cable Access Government channel. So let me know what you think. Follow me on Twitter at TheLawDKW. That's all my legal-oriented stuff. I've got 83 podcasts on different cases. Some more will be coming. Or personally, where I talk about sports and entertainment and whatever. And that's at Blue Carp on Twitter. Freedom is dangerous, my friends. Live dangerously.